Good old Venom.
Dude, this trailer.
Dude, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, it's for sure holding back a lot, right?
Oh yeah.
For sure. I'm sure a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of the stuff we saw is like the first 2% of the movie.
Yeah, literally, it's like probably the beginning of the movie, to tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
a lot of what we saw, besides the little snippet at the end. But like
Hmm.
honestly, this trailer had, it was super funny in the beginning. Venom making breakfast.
Yeah,
Um,
to sing along too with the song.
yeah,
You
and
know
like
what I mean?
so good.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, like the way he's getting along with the store clerk, Mrs. Chen, and yeah, like it.
Yeah, he's
This
like literally, he
looks.
just literally pops out and he's like bowing. It's like he's saying
I
hi,
do.
which is awesome. I
Hello, yeah,
love that.
I
It was
love
so
that. Yeah,
good.
it shows like Venom has more of a sense
Like
of humor.
personality, yeah,
Yeah,
sense of
thank you.
humor.
In,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
movie, yeah, this movie, I feel like the first one had the problem where it was like trying to set up its own universe because it wasn't relying on Spider-Man, right? So it was a
That's
lot of
true.
different
Yeah.
things, right?
Hmm.
But this one looks like okay, we've set up our universe and we're going like 100 miles an hour now. Like it looks so good. Like this looks like it's gonna be
And I forgot to
awesome.
mention too in the kitchen in the trailer it said, "Do not eat people."
Yeah, and
Yeah.
in the I'm sure you know this, but I just thought of it.
Hmm.
In the comics, to stop Venom from eating people, Eddie found out that eating chocolate has the same chemical balance or something as a human brain. So by eating chocolate, Venom stops eating people. So that's why in the trailer,
Yeah.
Mrs. Chen is like, chocolate delivery didn't come, and Venom and Eddie are pissed, right? Because now
Yeah.
he's gonna
Because
eat people. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like,
um,
like I love chocolate. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like
Yeah, I love chocolate. Yeah, I'd be
oh
pissed
my,
too, right?
I'll be pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, like oh
That
man,
was funny. He's like, it's like, eat Mr. Chen. So we're not gonna eat Mr. Chen.
I'm
And she's
happy
like,
to
what?
eat.
I'm like, nothing, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it looks so good. Like, and without getting to the Carnage part, but like, yeah, it
Yeah,
looks so
man.
good.
Like when like when Felix Cassidy, when
Yeah,
he was like transforming like a little bit. You seen like his eyes and the red like the symbiote, and then what happened was that like the mutation like you just see his hands. That was a big reveal. It shows his hands opening the big door, and
the
he's
big
just like
door. Yeah,
raw, like growling, and
yeah,
you see like the symbiote's like stretching out because that's
yeah.
how you,
That's how Carnage is. He's
it's
so
Carnage is.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's so unstable that like the
yeah.
shit's just everywhere. Yeah,
It's just crazy. And then
yeah.
when I saw that, I was like,
Like what people don't realize too, and what I found amazing is through this trailer is besides Spider-Man not being there, this is following the comics like exactly
yeah,
like to a
literally,
T, like the way
it
he
is
becomes
literally.
where he is in that jail, Ravencroft or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, the way he becomes Carnage, like in the chair or whatever, like it's exactly the comics. Like they're following the
Exactly,
comics. Like
it is.
this
It
is the
is.
origin story, right? Like this
It
is
really
really
is.
good.
I know.
I'm a fan. This is
Yeah,
looking
and
good.
like, and I like too when it showed like the guys reading the newspaper. And it says Daily Bugle.
Oh, okay. You want to get into that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Carnage first, and
Yeah.
then we'll get
Okay.
into that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get
Okay.
into the little
Okay.
Easter eggs.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Carnage. Let's just first of all, he looks sick, right? Like
Oh yeah. Oh
he
yeah.
looks sick. But I know it's just a trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He looks a little too. It's just a trailer. I understand. He looks a
No.
little like
Yeah.
too orange to me.
So that's the thing. Yeah, because they just added that color, but they're gonna make him more red, obviously.
Yeah, and then we only got what like the big reveal, and then there's like a 2 second clip at the end of the trailer where it, like zooms
Yeah.
into his face.
And then when it shows like him like going to the screen after.
Yes. Yeah,
But
exactly. At the end.
I think what it is, I think for me personally, I think it was the lighting that hit the
In that
effect,
specific
and
setting.
that space
Yeah.
is the setting. I think that's what it is.
Probably because we only get 2 looks of him in this trailer. So
Yeah.
there's a whole movie still that he's going to be in, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so he'll probably look different. But through the trailer, like the color just kind of looks like orangey to me, where he should be like a dark red kind of.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this T-shirt I'm wearing right now, like
Yeah,
this.
and black.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cry over that. He still looks amazing, right?
No, yeah, he looks really
Yeah,
good.
and even if he is that color the whole movie, I'm not gonna cry over it because he looks good. He does look good, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not Spider-Man 3's Venom. Like it actually looks
Yeah,
proper, right?
Topher Grace. Oh,
Exactly.
God.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah, I'm not
let's
gonna
not get into that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole podcast episode dedicated to that. That's but yeah, seriously, like it looks fantastic. Like
Yeah.
all in all, like I was so blown away by this trailer,
Me too, man.
and it's
Me
just a
too.
trailer. Like,
yeah, it's just like I was excited when I saw it. When you sent me the link, I'm like, okay, I need to click right away and watch it.
yeah, like
And
it pulls you in. Like it's just
when I watched it, I was like,
yeah.
thank you.
Like
Somebody listened.
I'm still bummed that Spider-Man's not included in this universe because that is
Not
originally
yet.
how it worked.
Not yet.
But
Not
and
yet.
we're about to get into that, like you mentioned, with the Daily Bugle and stuff. But yeah, for them making their own story with these characters without Spider-Man being original, they're still following the comics to a degree, and it's original enough that it, like I don't hate it. I still kind of like it.
Yeah, so
Like
do I.
I'm still enjoying this. Like a lot of people will cry about anything, right? But I'm still liking it. I think it's still pretty good.
Absolutely.
So you brought up the Daily Bugle. It's the same one
From Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Now that to me makes no sense because it does make sense, but I think it's a different universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It will look
No,
the
I
same,
agree.
but I don't think they're in Sam Raimi's universe. And the reason because like I understand the whole thing with like the multiverse coming and like the different Spider-Mans that we're about to get, right? I totally understand that, and anything's possible at this point because like anything can happen, right? It doesn't have to make sense, right? But for me, it's like in Tobey Maguire's universe, an Eddie Brock exists, a Venom exists, like it happened, right?
Yeah.
So how could there be another one? I just don't, unless there's like colliding worlds now through the.
No,
Doctor
I think that probably what you just said, like
Right.
maybe the multiverse and it's gonna just collide together,
Yeah.
and then maybe that's when Eddie's gonna see like Spider-Man, like what the hell is this guy? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like who's this guy? You know? So,
Right. And I still think they can bring Spider-Man to a degree into this universe too, right?
Yeah.
Like they can mix and match. There's no problem with that. It's just I don't understand the Tobey Maguire universe thing because there's just too many blockings to like make it make sense. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you're saying, and like,
So yeah.
and in the movies too, in the first one, he lives in San Francisco. He's most likely gonna move to New York.
I think he moves to New York in this one because if I'm not mistaken, and I was about to bring this up, Carnage or Cletus Cassidy is being held in Ravencroft Institute, which is for the criminally insane, and that is located in New York. So Eddie's going there, right?
Oh yeah.
So what
To do a interview.
Yeah. And here's the other thing I've been thinking too, moving on from the Daily Bugle thing, but another Easter egg still. He's in Ravencroft. We've seen Ravencroft in movies before. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And personally, I think this Venom and this Carnage fit perfectly with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 like mood.
Like like in the thing, in the
in that
exactly,
universe.
yeah, in the universe.
So
And like in the new one, the what was it? Oh my god, the first one. Oh, Homecoming of Spider-Man.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
Tom Holland. Ravencroft, Vulture's in there too.
In there too.
And Scorpion.
Yes. And like everyone else.
Yeah, literally.
So
yeah, literally.
you can have like a whole Sinister Six thing going on. Like
it's
this
gonna
is
happen.
mind-blowing. Yeah, like this
it's gonna happen.
The other thing I was thinking too, and I had no idea. Remember we talked about Morbius, like when we started the podcast a long time ago. But this trailer came out way before we started this podcast. Vulture is in that.
In that jail, yeah.
Like the one from MCU, Vulture, and Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is on a mural on the wall in one of the scenes in the trailer. Did you know that? You know,
I saw.
What what is going on?
I know.
Like there's too much to piece together. Like I'm sure it'll make sense in the end, but there's way too much going on.
Right now, what they're doing right now in this thing in Marvel for the Phase 4, it's just pure fan service, bro.
Yeah,
pure fan service,
and it's not always good. I'll say that.
Sometimes
it's good. Yeah, when it makes sense.
And after, if it does make sense and it gets good,
then it's good.
Yes. Mind blown.
Here's the thing. Like I'm hearing there's like this huge rumor going around that there's going to be a Spider-Man 4, right, with an older Tobey Maguire, and it's going to pick up the story there. Why would you ever do that?
Yeah, I know. Well,
leave that story alone.
Yeah, but they were talking about it like for a long time, right?
A long time, like literally 10 years.
Yeah, literally over 10 years ago. Yeah,
and it's never really died.
Yeah, it never really died. No,
but
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe I don't know. Maybe this might be a way of like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to like pass on, like like
Pass on his
die.
legacy kind of thing.
Yeah,
Die.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
you're not wrong, right?
You know what I mean?
But
So
I think they could do that through these movies, like Doctor
that's
Strange and
exactly.
Spider-Man. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to make a Spider-Man 4 because that franchise is like leave that alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like we
I know.
got that and it ended with 3 and it didn't end, the way most people would have liked.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It is what it is. It's still a very good trilogy. But don't what would it be? 14 years later, make a new movie or something.
I know.
Yeah.
Older with a beard like mine right now.
Yes,
So,
I see. Exactly.
you know
But
what I mean?
okay, the thing I was gonna say with this whole Venom and Carnage movie or whatever, this universe, is I think this is a perfect opportunity through the Spider-Verse and stuff, where if they don't want to bring Tom Holland's Spider-Man over to Sony's universe, which somebody who's never watched these movies or not paying attention, this sounds like a completely different language to you right now if you're listening to this, okay? But if they want to bring it over, I think that Marvel, and call me crazy, can keep Tom Holland in the MCU, do what they want with him over there, and you could not reboot, but bring back Andrew Garfield if you want, and do your own thing in Sony's universe with some characters over there, because Sony owns what? Morbius. Who else? All the characters in Spider-Man, basically. I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
The movie rights, right? So you could
Yeah,
do your
the
own thing
movie
over
rights,
there and still have Spider-Man fighting, other Marvel villains and teaming up with other. There's so much they could do through this, right?
No, yeah, they
Yeah.
can.
Like
right? So
the thing, yeah, Spider-Man's being held back so much right now on screen because Sony will never let him up. And
no, absolutely not. That's what's
Yeah.
making the bank, right?
of course, and Marvel wants to use him in that universe in the MCU, and I feel like it's holding the character back big time. So I hope that this No Way Home movie is a breakthrough into something we just get more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then maybe Disney might make the words of the Godfather. It's like, make an offer I can't refuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
So we'll
Exactly.
see.
Make me an offer I can't refuse.
Yes, right? So
Yeah,
we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see, right? But yeah, but going back to we trailed off into Spider-Man, but it's all connected.
Yeah.
To go back to Venom, it's I really like what they're doing.
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait for the actual
Yeah.
to be done and release the bloody thing. And I want to see this freaking movie.
Oh,
You know
Andrew, this movie's been done for a year and a half.
I know, I know.
This movie's been
I
done
know.
for a long time.
The reason why they're doing all this taking this long because of the touch-ups of the symbiotes and everything.
Yeah, and they want to make sure it comes out. They don't want to have any hiccups.
Yeah, and the hiccups that make it look good.
Yeah,
you know?
they want it to. Yeah, and through the trailer, it looks great. And they,
Yeah.
and they don't want any marketing hiccups. Like they want everyone to be able to, where possible, go watch it in theaters or whatever, right? Like, they want to have a really smooth release with this. You don't want to release this in an uncertain time, right?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
and I don't blame them for that. I would a movie like this, make sure it's take your time. If you got to take your time, take your time.
Yeah, take your time. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks good, and both characters just
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson, right?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson. Yeah.
Amazing casting. He's gonna kill
Yeah. He was a perfect
it's
a cast member as Phyllis Cassidy.
yeah,
He was great.
perfect cat. You can hear it
He
in
was
the trailer.
he was perfect.
It literally where he's talking. Anytime he's talking in the trailer, it literally reminds me of the Carnage from the animated show in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We haven't heard a laugh or anything yet, but I'm sure he's going to be off the
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna have that laugh. He has that laugh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I see the movies, his other movies, his
other
characters that he did, and he had that certain laugh. He has it.
He's going to be able to do it.
it.
And it's going to be, this character is good. This trailer has shown nothing, I'm sure. He's going to be balls to the walls insane. That's who the character is, right?
Literally, Woody Harrelson, the laugh that he has is like the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes, which
the
by
laugh.
the way was amazing.
Oh yeah, hands down.
So, yeah, I'm excited. We've seen nothing yet. This is a trailer. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
this is a
people
trailer. I know.
Yeah.
People are mind blown already. How.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, besides the Carnage parts of the trailer, anything else you saw, him making dinner, him going to the store, Venom. This is, him biting that guy's head off or whatever. All of that I promise you, is in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everything else we won't see until the movie comes out.
Yeah,
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Exciting.
Marvel's killing it now. Like,
yeah.
Now we were mentioning about Marvel news. Like, Black Widow's coming out soon.